Everyone, Soundwave884 here, another Transformers review. I know, I've been away for a little bit, so I'm going to be a little rusty, so bear with me. But today we got Legacy Blitzwing Leader Class. Man, I'm going to show the box here. Don't know why, because everybody's seen the box online. Everybody's seen everything about this figure already, but I'm going to review it all the same. Blitzwing right here on the side. You get some lovely artwork with the robot mode, tank mode right there with these ugly little fist things. Side tank mode again, you get his jet mode right up there. Turn the back, shows him using those weird fists. There. Dropping the box around, turn this way, you get Blitzwing's weapons and everything. And if you scan this right here, you do get a screen that tells you everything you need to know about Blitzwing. Blitzwing, Decepticon, Alt Mode, Jet and Tank, Function, Ground and Air Commander, Special Unit, Triple Changers, Original Universe, G1, Signature Weapon, Energon Fist, can punch through any material with unmatched force, launchers heat-seeking missiles from Knuckles. Bio, Blitzwing terrorizes opponents by switching between his 3 modes in battle, laughing all the while. Skills, 8 in Strength, 5 in Intelligence, 9 in Speed, and 7 in Firepower. Alright, so straight out of the box, you're going to get his Energon Fists, which are his special weapon, which, honestly, I think they had to use some translucent red plastic for the cockpit, and it said, what we got to do with the rest of this? We need to make something else out of this so we can use that. Let's just make these, yay! But we get this right here, and it can do multiple things. It looks like fists that you can, he can shoot from. And yes, the little fingers here do support blast effects. Well, it helps if I actually get one in there. And you can do that. And also, these come undone. And blast effect can shove into the little hole here. There are pegs there. The fist also for tank mode. There's a little peg here, peg hole here. And you will just line that up and shove it, and then this will go onto tank mode. We'll show that off in a minute. Or you can use it like this as well in jet mode, and also he can wield it on his arms. So we get his special weapon, Energon Fists, which I think are just utterly stupid, but that's just me. I mean, I'm sure you can make cool things out of this and use it for cool ideas. It's just, he could have just been a Voyager Transformer and not needed this. You get his blasters, you get 2 rifles here. So you can dual wield, or you can also get, you also get his sword right here. And the tip here is painted gray, and it's kind of that soft, rubbery type plastic on the whole thing. So just be gentle with some of these things. So there are places where you can store this if you don't want him to. You can't hold all 3, but you can store some of this on the figure. We'll show it off when he's in robot mode. But he comes packaged in the box in tank mode. So we get him in vehicle mode. I'm sorry, I'm bumping these Energon Fists. Throw them to the side. He rolls extremely well. Really good, actually. It comes all folded like this. I've transformed into robot mode and transformed back to tank mode for this review. Out of the box, mine had the face. That's his head, the yellow thing here, where you can see his face in this mode. All you do is just turn his head 180 when you transform him back. That way, you don't see his face looking up at you. You'll just see the back of the head, and it's just yellow, so it blends in a little bit better, and you don't see it from the other side because the chest piece here covers the head. So that is that. So it is a beautiful, hefty tank. The figure actually weighs over 7 ounces. He's like 7.7 ounces with the figure and his weapons, not counting those Energon Fists. So he is pretty hefty. He actually weighs more than Siege Astro Train does. So it's a nice looking tank mode. So this is that red translucent plastic I was talking about. It's like they had to use this for the figure, and they had excess, and it's like, what do we do with the excess? It was molded into these fists. And turn to the side here. Man, it looks fine. It looks good. It looks like a G1 Blitzwing. I don't mind the tank mode at all. You got thrusters here from the jet in the back. Hey, that's fine with me. Only thing is maybe this juts out a little bit further than I would like. But it makes a beautiful robot mode, so I'm willing to take some liberties in the alt modes, because otherwise it's not bad head-on to the side. It's just that right here is just a little bit too far out. Problems here is the barrel of the tank doesn't support blast effects. I don't understand why they started making blast effects, and then this all of a sudden started like making things that cannot support blast effects. I don't understand the thinking on that. And here's Buzzworthy Cup on top of Legacy Blitzwing. Scale, yeah, it doesn't scale. like it did in the movie, but this is how the figures look. He is, you know, a little bit too big, but still cool that you actually have some pretty accurate looking figures to what we saw in the cartoons and movies. Tank mode, you can, he's got peg holes, so you can peg his weapons in. There's one up top, and you know, all these pegs here, so you can peg. Guns don't have to go sideways because of the handle. You got the sword, can go into any of these other peg holes. And the other gun can now go into one of these other mini holes. So he can carry his weapons in tank mode. And those ugly Iron John fists, gap right here. These little hooks right here. Then you'll just hook them on like so. Yeah, it helps if I can. I'll do it. Can do it, Captain. There you go. So now you can have those into the tank mode. And now you can take your blast effects and stick them in that. Can't do it here, but you can do it back there. Or you can do it on the gun. Alright, so we're going to go from tank mode to robot mode. And then we're going to go from robot mode to jet mode. And that's how it goes in the instructions. It comes in tank. They show you going from tank to robot and then from a robot to a jet. So we can come down here to the bottom. These little wing pieces. We're going to fold them out. This one here is very tight. So, and you want to move these pieces out. You see this one already came out. They just untab there. Bring this down, tab slot like that. Then you're just going to take this. It hooks onto the arms right here. Undo that. It's tabbed into there, so we're just going to bring these up. It's on like a double hinge. You see there's a little slot there. There's a tab right here. And your goal is to get this tab into that slot. Before we do that, we're going to bring this part up. And we're going to bring this hinges up and around like that. And it will tab in. Do the same on the other side. Tab that in. Now right here, we'll take this. We're going to open this up. And take the barrel, fold it in, close that back. Then we're going to take this right here, untab that, bring that up, untab this part here. If some of this comes untabbed, don't worry, you can snap that right back in. Bring that up, bring his arms out, chest piece, open this up, rotate this around like this. Close this back up. Turn his head 180 degrees. Now you're going to bring this right here up. This whole backing is going to come up, bend it down. And this piece here, you see there's 2 tabs, 2 slots. You're just going to bring this down. And you're going to close that in like that. And that will lock the chest and the back in place. For right now, bring this up, spin this around. You're now going to collapse this down like that, and it will get the back piece. Now we're going to work on the arms. Bring his arms out. Going to bring the fist out. We're going to then bring this piece down, rotate this around. And now we have the gap with the form, but they have this where you can now swivel this around and that will close or hide the gappy form. So it's the piece that was up here on the shoulder, bring this out, bring out your hand, bring this piece down, and then you're going to rotate this piece here around and just fold that back like that. And it hides the gap there. And you have his arms done. So we're going to open this up. Straighten it out, bring his legs down. Now it's a 2-tab system here. There's a tab here and a slot there, but there's also a tab. Let's see, it's a tab here, slot here. There's also a tab there, another slot. So you got to do a double tabbing. So I'm gonna bring this down. You want to, so now you can see the tabs. So we're going to bring this down. You're going to tab that in. Now you're going to tab this one in. And you're going to open his feet up. And you're going to close this up. There's a slot. There's a big tab tab slot, and you're going to bring this down, tab those in. There's a tab here, there's a slot in there, you're going to bring this in, and you're just going to push that in. Like, it doesn't really want to stay in very well. And then you're going to take this piece here and just rotate it to the front. So we're going to open legs, pull down, and we get the 2-tab system. Tab. Then already tab the front. Hey, tab the front, I tab the back, and that's something nice. Bring this around, tab, tab, tab. Bring this down, tab. Open the feet. Bring this to the front. And now you have Blitzwing transformed. I'll have to pull the camera up so we can get a good look at them. Blitzwing all transformed. Now you can pose them up and get them all set. All right, weapons, like you said, we have the gun. Put that one there. And we'll have him hold his sword in the other hand. And with the other gun, you can peg it on the sides, or you can put it back here on the back. Comparison time. Here he is next to the Titans Returns version. Now, Titans Returns version is straight up Voyager. Is also a lot taller than the Legacy Leader Class Blitzwing. But honestly, the Legacy in robot mode, I actually like it a lot better. It's not as finicky. Things tab in and hold. Whereas Titans Returns, things are sort of flopping around. There's a lot of stuff in the way. I just feel like the Legacy is a more sturdy and a more stiff figure. His joints are a lot better on Legacy. G1 Blitzwing. You can see where Titans Returns got his look to the purple face. That is very much toy accurate. Titans Returns with Hasbro leaning to the toy. Or if you got it from Takara, you got a more animation accurate color scheme. That is Legacy with G1. Next is Siege, or Earthrise Astro Train. I like the look of Blitzwing a lot better. You know, Astro Train was always my favorite of the Decepticon Triple Changers. I think I need to remove the battle damage on Astro Train. I think that would help make him look a lot better. But I think as an overall figure, Blitzwing just looks better. And Blitzwing actually has wrist swivels, whereas Astro Train does not. Also, Blitzwing is a little more hefty than Astro Train. Next, the Titans Returns Octone. I think that's what they called him. That's Octane. I like the look of this Octane. I'm guessing they'll probably end up making another one, maybe. So, they've done all the other Decepticon Triple Changers. Where's my Octane? Earthrise Megatron. I think that's a good scale. Fits really well. Optimus Prime. Why not? Kingdom. Legacy Galvatron. Of course, Legacy would not have the battle damage there. But, yeah. Galvatron's a big boy. Let's go to articulation real fast. You got get these little hip skirts here that get out of your way. Good knee bends. Move his arms out to there on the sides. Forward. Back not as far. You do have ankle tilts for days. You got your swivels up here at the very, very top. You got a 360 waist swivel here, even with all the backpack. Shoulders are here, go all the way to there. You have the little shoulder flap here that you can move to get his arms forward. This is a stationary stiff. It is not going anywhere, so you get all your movement out of this piece here. Got your swivels, elbow bends to there. So this is 90 degrees. You do get wrist swivels. Unlike Astro Train, he did not get these. Head, you got a ball, so you get, you got a good up, not really much of a down. You get a 360 all the way around, and a rock right there. So that is your articulation on Legacy Blitzwing. To attach his signature weapon. Take his fist, bring him this way. Actually, turn his hand that way, and you want this piece of a little hump on the top, because these little guides here have to go around this piece. So we're just going to get that peg right into his hand. Best we can. Helps if his hand doesn't fucking move. Sorry. Do the other side. Yeah, yeah, it's bull. I don't care. That's what you do with it. Boom. I'm trying to make this a long ass review, but I'm trying to keep it toned down. I'm going to do a whole lot of editing. Let's get Blitzwing here into jet mode. if we want to. Pull this up, untab that. We're going to pull this up. Going to straighten that right there. Take off his weapons. Undo the backpack as well. Pull that out so we can get all this junk out of the way. And it just falls down, of course. Open this up right here. We're going to, I'm going to rotate his head around. I don't know if that matters, but we'll find out. Bring that down. And we're going to close that right back up. Coming this side here, we're going to open this up. Pull out the front part of the jet. Or I'm going to try to, come on. Come on. Please, for the love of everything. Find something that can fit. Can you get it out? No. No. Come on. There we go. Whew. Okay. Oh, no, I pushed it back in. There we go. Got it. Then we close that back up. Now we're going to move this down. Close this fist in. And we're going to rotate this back. It's like we're getting it back into tank mode. Do that. Then we're going to bring this back up on the sides here. Well, it helps if I actually do that. There we go. Down. Close fist in. Swing this around. Bring this up. And we're just going to get his arms situated right back into here. Bring his legs out. You're going to open this up because these are going to be in his wings. God, you got a big ass backpack, dude. Bring this stuff out to the side. Gets in the way just a little bit. Tab his legs together. Gonna untab these. Close his feet back up. Tight. There we go. I'm going to untab pieces there. Now we're going to bring this up. And it's going to go right here and tab back in again. That. So we'll unhinge the arms like this, pull down. And there's a big tab here. This can go right over that. These can go out to the side. And we're just going to lock that in. Same on the other side. These long tabs here go right in here. So we'll tab that. And then this pieces here go tab right into the back part here. On his legs. Then you're going to close this up onto here. You come these pieces here, you're going to open these up to there, fold these up to here. You can take these here, fold them back onto each other here. Alright, so here is Blitzwing in a jet mode. Very finicky, very thick here at the wing section because of the arms. I mean, G1 toy had the gaps here in the boxiness because of the way the toy transformed. This toy here is just bigger, so it's more, I would say, enhanced on this than it was on G1, with G1 being smaller and having to, they didn't try to do as much with the actual figure that they are trying to do here. So it's just more noticeable on a larger figure like this. Now again, you can take all his weapons, store them in the mini peg holes, or you can open up his feet and take these ugly things together like this. And these two pegs here would go into the peg holes when you open his feet up. Right here. Big on this look. I would say this is probably a little more attainable. You know, you have this. Of course, you turn the fist to however you want. So that is there if you want that. I don't like that. Oh, you might. I'm not saying I don't disagree. If you like this, more power to you. I don't really. It doesn't matter to me. I don't like it, but you might. So that's cool. The only way I feel that these actually work in any way with this figure is in tank mode. And when you're on the sides, that's about the best looking way these things attach. When otherwise it's like someone, like a combiner, lost their hands and Blitzwing stole them and took off with them. That's otherwise that's what it looks like. But in tank mode with these inside of here, this was like big huge guns on the side of the tank that can fire some missiles. So that's what that looks like. Jet mode, it's there. So it's not beautiful, it's not brilliant. It's doable, and it is G1-esque. It's just more pronounced here. And there he is with the G1 Blitzwing. I said, it's there. It's just not as noticeable because this figure here is trying to do more than what this figure here tried to accomplish. But it's still very G1 accurate. Next to Earthrise, Starscream. They're pretty much about the same size. Starscream is going to be longer and taller, whereas Blitzwing is just more thick and, you know, just hefty. But yeah, this is their scale here with Legacy Blitzwing and Earthrise Starscream. Or Studio Series Starscream. So, final thoughts on Legacy Blitzwing. Let's go over the negatives. Negatives. These things are right here. His special signature weapons. These Energon Fists. They give him special powers. You saw that in the beginning of the video where you go scan that thing on the back of his box. It takes you to a little bio about Blitzwing here. Otherwise, I think these are horrible. In jet mode, there's no reason. In robot mode, it just like he stole a combiner's fist and ran off with them, and he's using them. The only way I think they look passable is in tank mode when you have the little hands inside of here. It looks like he's got some like anti-aircraft stuff on him, so he can take down the Autobot jets, like the aerobots and stuff. Other negatives, the jet mode isn't pretty, but it's still very true to the G1 toy and style because of the big boxy wings. This is more noticeable because they have more going on here in Legacy. The tank mode is fine. Maybe the cockpit sits out a little bit too far in tank mode. Just make sure you should turn his head 180 so his face isn't visible when he's in tank mode. Otherwise, most everything else about this figure are pros. It's very good. The robot mode is a definite winner. I think it's the best out between him and Astrotrain. Blitzwing is overall the best of the two, especially in robot mode. He is a beautiful toy. He's very hefty. He's got weight. He's got a little more articulation. Astrotrain, he's got a better ball jointed neck, so you get a little more expressive head movement. He's got wrist swivels. He's very solid, not really much of hollowness to speak of. Everything tabs in pretty good on the toy. The figure, maybe just, I got a little problem. One of these not want to stick in very well, and one of these doesn't tab in very well. Joints are nice and stiff, just the way the Finbots like it. He is a beautiful rendition of Blitzwing. I really love the robot mode, and he's probably going to stay in robot mode 99.9% of the time because the robot mode is the clear winner here for Blitzwing. Scales well with the other figures in Legacy, Kingdom, Earthrise, Astrotrain, Megatron, and Galvatron. Looks really good. I say he's a definite pickup. I know the prices are getting high on these figures, but if you're collecting mainline and you want a good Blitzwing, this one, in my opinion, blows the Titans Returns one out of the water, especially even in the other modes. Just because I think the modes tab in better and you can get to them better than you could on Titans Returns. Now, I don't have the Takara Legends version where he's got more animation accurate color schemes, but I still think this one here would be a better shelf piece, especially in robot mode, than the others. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. Until next one, peace out.